Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. Guess we're going to have just an orange screen today. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about was angels and the way that they communicate with us. And I was here doing my early morning meditations, and it occurred to me that I was thinking about all things angelic. And I thought, all right, well, what is this for? And they brought me to the Bible, and they talked to me about Mary getting the message, behold, I bring you good tidings, and all of that jazz. And so they were saying, why did you guys lose touch with simplicity? And it was almost like they wanted me to ask you guys that. How did we lose touch with simplicity? How did we get out of ourselves? And how did we forget that we're always able to talk to the celestial beings? Now, there's 4 points we'll cover in this. When you're dealing with angels, you want to make sure that you're hearing clearly, and people make it really complicated, and they want me to tell you that you guys overcomplicate it. It's just the same kind of energy as having a conversation with yourself, except you'd say to my angels, whomever they are. A lot of people get hung up on the name. I want you to think about this. A celestial being, part of the Elohim. They had me say that word earlier when I was doing a live. Elohim. And so that really stuck with me all day. And they said, energy, if this energy is everywhere and powerful, we make it into these archetypes because that's what we're comfortable with as human beings. But the truth is that, do angels really have names? Maybe. They are named in the Bible. So I believe the reason that that was done is because men wrote the Bible and it just worked for them. Oh, Michael, is that the name of an angel? Does that sound like what an angel's name would be? No shade to you, Michael. Archangel Michael's one of my favorite energies to work with regarding cutting cords and detaching and being protected. But my point is that don't get too caught up on that. They're real big on that. They're really repeating that to me. They said you guys have lost your way with trying to figure out what the names are. There are a lot of good articles that I've read, and the one that I like the most that resonates the most with me is them saying to meditate and really just see if you hear any name that comes. And if you don't, then select it for yourself if you really need a name to attach to your angels. And a name that feels good, that resonates with you, that makes you feel juicy, that makes you feel supported, warm, protected, whatever you need to feel, and the name will resonate with you. If you're a light worker, an empath, an earth angel, you know how to do spiritual work and you know how to tap in. You're not on this channel if you aren't doing your higher level work. So that's the first thing. Stop getting hung up on their name. Figure it out, whatever it feels right for you. Don't let that part drive you insane. The next thing is talk to them. Practice talking to them just like you hear me talking to you. Talk to them when you're washing your hands. Talk to them when you're in the shower. Talk to them about your plans. If you're not familiar with it and you don't feel safe with it, ask them to show you a sign. That sign could be wanting to see a yellow bike with purple stripes. That sign could be number synchronicity, which is often one of the primary ways that they communicate. So when you're seeing the repetition of numbers 333, 1111, usually we see a lot of 1111 when we're doing our first ascension and awakening. Victor Odo, who is a content creator here on the channel, has a lot of information about awakenings, and it started off really super pure, but as any YouTuber grows, we evolve, don't we? But in any case, it's now more, I would say, a little bit more salacious, even though I really like Victor. But in the beginning, I just remember really resonating with his videos. So it just depends. And here's the other thing to understand, that if you're not resonating with creator, whether it's myself or anyone else, it's because you've learned the lessons you needed to learn with that creator. Our parasocial relationships are here to help us grow and learn. Your angels are asking me to convey it that way. They said they are your heavenly social relationships, right? They said we are more real than the parasocial because you'll never meet your parasocial people that you're friends with. So we're friends on YouTube. I have friends in my mind on YouTube that I watch all the time, but your angels are accessible to you, and that's what they want you to understand. So ask them a question and ask them for a sign. If you just heard that buzzing on the phone, that was confirmation. More than likely, just a message or an email coming in, but I take nothing as coincidence, especially when we're talking about our angels. Once you've asked them for a sign and they start to show up for you and you start to understand that they are communicating, they will start with small little things. It'll be small sentences. Cat in the hat. I see that. And then it will evolve to full sentences. And then it will evolve to paragraphs. And then it will evolve to days and days of communication interspersed with multilingual energies and multimedia messages. So it could be an animal totem, it could be a symbol, it could be a scent, it could be things that just make sense to you. And you know that it's being orchestrated by your angels because it's something that only they could do. So they said, do not shun because of your practices, whatever they may be, whatever moniker you attach to yourself. They said, do not leave your angels on the shelf. They said, if we believe in all of these other things and it has been written and it was allowed to be done, there is no veil. There is nobody that you have to go through to connect with your angels. And they said this is something that's easily accessible immediately to you. So you don't have to, and it's not to say, there's a lot of debate about like, should you pray to your angels or this or that? I just talk to my angels. I think the God of wonders, above all majesty, the creator of the universe, is infinitely wise. The download that I received with my angels is this. Years ago, I saw them in a dream state, and he showed it to me. He, universe, source, God, was shown to me that angels essentially are God's secretaries. And I think that that's probably not a new idea, but the way I saw them was really interesting. There were no wings, okay? It was just men or women in really tailored Armani suits. And they were going up an elevator, except there was no elevator. They were just ascending, but the way that an elevator would. They would stand kind of almost shoulder to shoulder, and they would go up to what seemed like this really, really high tower, and it disappeared into the top of the sky. So I couldn't see the top of it. I imagine that's where quote unquote God is. And when I say quote unquote, meaning is God really sitting in a chair at the top of the sky? No. But does God exist in that way? And do we look to the heavens when we reference all things celestial? Yes. So those angels that I saw were really, really well dressed. I don't know why the well dressed mattered. And they weren't in all white. They were in like these black Armani suits and like purple, like royal purple, and there was like sheens, and there was like some had paisleys. There were different colors, but it was all like a uniform. You could still tell. And I thought that was really interesting. And they said messages are going up and down and they're taking them and then they're like being dispatched out. The other thing to know about your angels is that you will work with them in different ways, and different ones will come in and out to work with you. It is understood or perceived that we are all assigned a guardian angel, right? And that's something that happens at birth, and they're with us and they kind of guide us through. But there are many, many other angels too that are always here protecting us, but not just protecting us, elevating us, teaching us new lessons, helping us get through hard lessons or long lessons. There's angels for childbirth. Archangel Gabriel is associated with mothers, childbirth, communication, creatives. There's Archangel Jophiel or Jophiel. Jophiel is associated with career and strategies regarding that. Ariel is outside domain, animals, and things of that nature. Archangel Anel, the angel of love, being incanted and called in by saying me do me, which is I think kind of funny because it's like do me, do me, do me. But the angel of love, if you're looking for romantic love, but also the angel of just relationships regarding connections. There is Sandalphon, there is Metatron. I have a video up here about Metatron. The point is that there are a myriad of angels and they all do different things. They are not just here to play harps and sing. That's what they want me to know. And that's what they want you to know. They're like, stop with all of this. It's funny. I remember Ricky Bobby, or the Ballad of Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby, and he talked about Sweet Baby Jesus with the angel wings. Well, I lived in the South when that came out, and I lived in Alabama, so it's just kind of one of my favorite movies. But the truth is that, yeah, Sweet Baby Jesus existed. But did the angel wings exist? No. Did the cherub or the cherubim exist? Well, it's discussed and talked about in the Bible, but Jesus said incarnated did not have angel wings, y'all. The point is that they're saying it's a lovely depiction. They said, make us be whatever you need us to be, but don't not talk to us. Do not avoid connection and sharing energy. Your angels will help you ascend in ways that no man, no book, no pamphlet, no how to, no seminar, no class, no course, no degree ever can. Your connection with your angels will take you into the next level of your life, into your ascension. If you're an earth angel here, then it's not an option to communicate with them. It is mandatory. And if you're on this channel, you're already doing it. I just wanted to blow open some of the limited ideas we have about how to facilitate that. When you see the numbers, that's the communication. When you get the message to go left or right or take that other place, that's your communication. And then do what you would do to anybody when you're being gracious. Say thank you. Because even the vibration of gratitude in the universe resonates back to you. It is heard, felt, perceived, and understood, and the universe will find new and more abundant ways to bless you. That is what you're really here to do, is to get into a vibration and a frequency where you realize you are not alone. That's what it's meant to be. Oh, when they talk about the footprints in the sand, you are not alone. In that allegory, it was Jesus walking in the sand, but your angels are walking with you too, holding your hand, your heart, your life, your child, your daughter, your son, holding the part of you that's still wild, and they're guiding you into a higher place. But they like when you give them some face to face, and that means talk to them. Take it at your own pace, they said. They never overwhelm you or give you more than you can bear, but they wanted me to gently remind you that they've always been there. All right, guys, so good to share some energy with you. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.